To this channel, and today we are playing part 2 of our series of F1 Manager 2000. Of course, if you like this channel, please like and subscribe because it will help us greatly. And of course, if you didn't watch the previous episode, I highly suggest you do because you're gonna miss some interesting stuff that happened. Of course, we're just testing out this game which came out in 1999 and in light of the new one coming out very soon. So let's just get into this video. So if you guys didn't watch the previous episode, we did fairly quite well. We got P2 with Heinz doing a madness, and let me show you the standings where we stand so far. Let me just try to look for it. Yeah, we standing in P3. Ferrari and Benetton both did well because both their drives finished. I think Ferrari had one, that's Michael Schumacher, finished that race, and Benetton had both their drivers finished, and we had DNF. But either way, we're still quite ahead of everyone else with the championship. Well, we might drop down because of McLaren if they pick up pace later on the season. And you can see here our boy Heinz is P2 in the championship thus far, right behind the legend Michael Schumacher as became P2. So far, there's a lot of drama coming in to the season in the very first race because both McLarens didn't start. Well, they did start, but they did not finish. That's the issue. They both had DNFs. But anyway, today's episode, we are moving forth with our rest of the season in the second race, which will be in Brazil. And we're going to get new part upgrades throughout this episode. As you can see here in our email that we've gotten a new part essentially, which is quite crucial, especially if we want to do well in this F1 series. With my objective is obviously come P3 in this season, but so far we have kinda gotten some good upgrades, so we might do fairly well this season if you think about it. Looking at the news right here on the news board, we're seeing there's a lot of changes like AP Racing for McLaren, that's the brake manufacturers, and you can see people beginning to sign part suppliers for next season. So new components there for McLaren, that seems interesting. They might actually change their power supplier for next season. That's gonna be quite easy. So Brambos for Benetton, which makes me think we should actually start out with actually sorting out our contracts for our season, for the next season, because we have the ability to change our suppliers, so our engine suppliers, our brake systems and electronics. So right here we have Bramble with other teams which they also kind of supply. Then also we also have things for next season too. But you can see in the electric stuff, we have Tag, well it's not Tag, but we are one of the only suppliers for them, and we have Hyundai, who's also one of our only suppliers. So we just share supply and brakes. But for next season, let's go see what we can negotiate. So overall ratings, Bramble fits quite low compared to the others. So there's MR brakes and AP Racing. So it depends on the value, of course, of what type of performance it will do for us in the long run. But let's actually see. You can see right here they have suppliers of Arrows, Stewart, who those teams are both supplied. So let's just actually go in and try slide in. Of course, we have to pay an annual fee for next season. That means we need to be very cautious financially. Okay, so we're just considering the dates for it, and let's hope they actually agree with it or it actually works out. Because sometimes this game, it does not work out. Okay, these are the results we just had for our free practice that just ended. So we are sitting P6 and P7. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, buff. It's not looking good at all. Johnny Herbert and Rubens did demolish us in that free practice. McLaren's did well, Ferrari did well. We did not do that well. Although Benetton's did shockingly bad, we still can do well in our actual race. But now we're going forth into qualifying. This is where we get serious, people, ladies and gentlemen. This is where I have to just bless both drivers with only the finest equipment. So we're gonna fit parts for both drivers. So we're gonna put the newest like rear wing because it's more aerodynamic and overrating's better, weight is better or less than the others. So, and also we have an issue with suspension. So I kind of forgot that like I didn't set people to my second garage. So there was the second part to work on second part. So we'll have one part of the newer suspension. So we'll be running the previous generation, if you can say that. It's parts. So I think we're gonna slighten the new engine for my boy Heinz, because since it's quite worn at the moment. Put him some new electronics, and I think maybe put some suspension. Just give him the first one for this qualifying, because we have a surplus of them, to be honest. But like we should be good to go, people. I think let's just double check. Yep, and I think we should be fine for now. And let's go forth on to our qualify. As Damon Hill gets out the pits, it seems like he has done quite well. So after his second lap, he has posted P1. Well, no one else is on the track at the moment, which gives us an advantage, so that we don't need to worry about anyone on their out lap or just driving out, because you can see now there's a Prost coming in or into the track right now. So right now you can see now the track is getting more populated by the day. But we did quite well. 1 minute 17 seconds. And Heinz does something better. Whoa, okay, Heinz. And then Hakkinen destroys our party. Or we need to fix his sort of feedback, because I've been trying. This is like literally, that's why I didn't want to show my free practice, because it was just me pitting every 2 flipping laps to make sure they have the best possible setup. And we still don't have it, so it's not looking good either way. But I mean, I think we're round about it. I think I spent more than enough time to try and figure out their setups for this race. But like, in terms of positioning so far, it's just midfield cars right now. So we don't have our title contenders like McLaren, or David Coulthard just posted a time trying to like fight for us. So we're not really particularly worried right now. Well, you can see also he wants to raise up his rear wing after, literally, I kid you not, he wanted it to be lower, or like literally he was like lowered down substantially. We did that. Now he wants to heighten it, but we digress. Move on. Damon Hill, go outside and make some noise, son boy, please. But let's actually see. So that's him coming out. I think Michael Schumacher's in front of him. Yes, it is. Ooh, this is gonna be a good qualifying little race, if you can per se. So I don't think he has posted a lap time as yet. I think this is like his out lap. So no, I don't want to see you guys. Yes, he's just right behind him. Literally gonna be revenge for all the times Michael Schumacher is taking out. Not forgetting 1994, getting revenge in 96. But I feel like we're gonna lose a position here. I don't know why. But as they're both gonna cross that line, they're both gonna start their qualifying lap right here. So in 5-4, well, never mind. We just crossed the line there. And here we go. Here is the race so far. So you can see Michael Schumacher still in the lead, coming out of that very first tricky corner in Interlagos, going to the straight. Well, I keep forgetting there's no DRS at this time period, so coming the what would have been our DRS zone. First sector is minus 1 minute 53. Here's plus, so he is slower in that part of the track so far, Michael Schumacher, which is good for us for now. Second sector plus 92, and Schumacher also kind of had a slow sector, that one there. Coming out, it's usually the third like sector which we do badly in. I don't know why. It's just, I think it's just Jordan in general. I don't know why we keep doing this, but we will always have a horrendous like second or third quarter. Look, plus 1 second. Like what's going on in that sector? I think Schumacher might have posted a faster time than us, because that third quarter was not too bad on him. Let's see where he comes. P2. Ooh. And you can see Irvine coming out there now. And we drop down to P4 now, since Michael Schumacher posted a really good time. Okay, let's just put in. And Hines, please, man. You're running second in the championship. We just need you. We need you right now to just post a really good lap. You can see we're still running quite well. Well, we have P3 and 4, Damon Hill. I'm not sure where David Coulthard is, but let's see our boy Hines. Oh, Damon Hill's in the garage. I love the way they like announce your driver. What's going on here? Is he pitting? No. What? Okay, that was quite strange. Don't know what he was trying to do there. Maybe trying to get more speed. I forgot the name. Oh my gosh, I'm so lost at I keep thinking of DRS. We come to the very first sector of his qualifying lap. Kanye Singh P3. Okay, he has a very fast sector 1. See, we're going into the straight there, into that very complicated corner. Ooh, he's doing quite well in that second sector. That second sector was amazing, but I don't know why my team does this. But the third sector is going to be slow. It's kind of like mess up the rest of our position. And you can see who's here. Minardi. It's a Minardi. He's probably going to slow us down. You can see he's slowing us down definitely there. Yes, we have a 1 plus 1 second on that sector, which it's understandable seeing that we were wedged behind the flipping slow car here. Getting all that dirty air right behind him. We still stick in P3, so it's not that much of a trace smash, but I want a better lap time. I have a feeling we're gonna do we're gonna have a shock here. I don't know why, but we might have a shock in store for us in this last 24 minutes, well, less than 24 minutes qualifying time. So let's just put in Hines for this sector, getting back on track. He has 1 lap to do with the most. A literal 1 lap. Will he capture it? Let's just make sure everything's fine on his side. Yeah, it seems like everything's fine. He has to definitely. Oh, and he drops down to 5th because Irvine has posted a faster time. And by my mathematical calculations, Damon Hill David Coulthard could mix things up and actually be better than us. No. What? Almost screwed up his lap time there. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of nerve wracking. Yeah, I don't know why I have a feeling, but we might have a podium instead for this race. It's just if he does really well in this last qualifying lap. Come on, let's see what you got, Damon Hill. No, my gosh. But Irfan is flying though. He's a faster second sector than us. And that's the positioning so far. We can't see sectors because it's been blocked by the current situation of qualifying standings. See, David is struggling there. P18. Jeez. Ooh, he has some good sectors there. Very good sectors. I don't think he has any traffic ahead. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Arrow, that's even worse. That's an arrows in front of us. But please, just I think he's doing well enough. I don't know. I just saw that. If you guys didn't see that, like, he's quite slow there. Ooh, he might be able to take him out here. Plus 3 seconds. Oh my gosh. But I think we might have it. I think we might have it. I think we might have it actually. Make sure. I don't think the 3 second might have hampered us that badly. But he had very fast sectors in his sector 1 and 2. And Damien Hill, my brother, he finished his P5th. So he cannot outdo his previous lap time, which is very unfortunate. But the guy running in second position in this championship has to do his magic right here. Lift up his rear wing. We have 19 minutes left. 19 minutes left. Can we do it, baby? Come on, Heinz. I'm rooting for you, mate. Like I think you could do it. If you were able to do wonders in that race, the previous race, you can do it now here. Okay, I think maybe let's try tell him to risk everything coming to this last corner. Going into his 12th lap here. This is it. And I see McLaren and Ferrari both out. I think Hakkinen and Thingham. No way. No way. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Heinz has qualified P12 on his last lap. Over here, a 1 minute 16.051. He, at the moment, as it stands, will be taking pole position for this race tomorrow. Dale Coulthard has came 4th now, knocking Damien Hill down to 6th position. It's not looking good to that side, but we just have to stay motivated. But this is good. Like, if we get a pole position, we could actually get a win. I'm being serious. Like, we could actually get a win today. But I don't know. It's a dream come true right here. This is a fairy tale. This is amazing performance right here behind Harold. What a pole position. What a pole lap. On his last lap, he has done magic. And that is our opening fixtures, or our opening lap. I mean grid. What am I saying? Grid position for the race going on. Of course, before we get started, we need to make sure everyone's engines and parts are fine before the race starts, because we don't want to hamper everyone, like our performance. So for Damien, I have to give you the old generation suspension. Okay, gonna give you the third one. I know it's a bad idea, but I don't care. Like, we made it into pole position, so we need to make sure the car's ripe and in good performance. We've got to give him all the new parts since he's starting the race at pole position. Okay, so that department's good. I think everything's good, and it's time for us to race here at Brazil, Interlagos. Heinz P1, Damien P5, and it's go time. Of course, I know this flipping game. I don't know why is it so cracky when you start out. Ooh, I think Heinz has dropped the position here. He's dropped down to P3. You can see the two Ferraris in front. In between, mixed into this battle. He's lost to both Damien Hill and David Coulthard. Come on, Damien. Come on, Damien. Push on, my sunny boy. But it's not looking good. I don't think we'll get a podium. Okay, I'll tell Heinz to push for a few laps to get closer because Michael Schumacher is breathing down our necks, and I do not like that. But it's looking grim. With our hopes of getting another another really good performance here. Although if we in points, you should be good because these front runners are a lot quicker than us. So coming to the end of the very first lap into the very first corner there. Lost the straight there is left to go. Passing over the pit lane. Just gonna accelerate time here because I know my PC hates this game because it's not compatible with Windows 10. So far, Damien Hill is still stuck in 5th. Yeah, I mean he's past Irvine though, so that's a bonus on our end. But look at the gap between. I don't think he'll be able to catch, so I think we just let him push for a while, and then Heinz has to definitely try and make a gap and be as close to David Coulthard as possible. But let's hold position for Damien Hill. Heinz can just continue to run for a while. But we should be going. Oh, then Damien Hill has just dropped a position down up to a single point, and we have a driver error already with the Monardi. Oh, Heinz is still running P3 and P6 now, so as long we're still in points, but we have a big gap between us and Johnny Herbert with Damien Hill. But Hakkinen is, Hakkinen is gone. That guy is far away from us. Okay, but the gap between, I think we're definitely gonna have to sacrifice another position to Michael Schumacher at some point because he's just flat. And Irvine has just had a driver error, knocking him down to P. America's up to P5 now. In lap 12 of 71 for this Grand Prix. And as you can see, Heinz is being cut now to less than a second gap. Luckily for us, there's no DRS, so we are living soft life until he passes eventually, which could be this lap actually. But Damien Hill has a massive gap between him and Schumacher. Yes, it's lap 16 now of the race, 17, and we just lost the position to Michael Schumacher now. So we have Heinz in P4 and Damien P5. I don't think we'll have a podium finish unless something happens with the reliability of one of those cars ahead of us. But we still have P4 and 5, so we're gonna have some good points on the table then. Because during that time period, 6 was 1 point, I think. Yeah. So by that, mathematically, we should be gone up a position at the moment ahead of our rivals, Benetton for P2. Okay, just making sure that we are all set for our laps and pit lane. Engine and stuff is all good for our end, and so far it's looking good. You just have 2-way sunshine, but it's looking good right here. Okay, so we've passed the midway marker here. Nothing really too exciting has happened thus far, besides 2 more extra driver errors. The gap between us and Michael Schumacher, though, should I talk about that? Yes, it has gone to 39 seconds. Oh, no, I'm joking. It's actually a minute long. Like, damn, that is demotivating for a podium. So I don't think we'll get a podium this race, unless I hope something happens to a car ahead of us, like McLaren both have reliability issues like they did in the first race of the season. But that gap is insane. And we literally a lap down, by the way. Not forgetting to mention that. But like we're still in the points. I think that's the main objective, because Benettons are not doing well at all. They're P9 and P11. So right now we are in soft life territory. Now there is roughly like 7 laps left to go. No really much changes, but there's a lot of issues now with cars, so we just need to make sure both cars are running smooth. I think they actually are moving smoothly. We still have 2 laps to go, so I won't lie, I'm more of the optimistic type, but I'm not too sure if we're gonna actually get a podium. But as long as we're in points in this race, both cars finish, we should be fine. But I just hope those 2 cars, something happens. I hope something happens to the McLarens. And something did actually happen. Mika Häkkinen is out the race. Let's go. And oh my gosh, a lot just happened. Heinz also kind of died with a suspension issue. That is quite condescending. But we have P3 with Damon Hill, another podium unexpectedly. That is actually amazing. So that means we actually go up a position in terms of points, because Benetton did not score points at all. Only team which got 2 drivers to score points in here was Williams this time. So that means we actually moved up. That is good. That is amazing. Look at us in our second episode getting another podium. P3 with Damien Hill. Is that not a flex, or what? Are we rocking or not? Okay, so let's just check in our podiums and see what we're at the moment. So we are second here, confirmed, with Stewart right behind us and Benetton. McLaren also coming slowly at us. But we have a 10-point difference between Ferrari and Jordan. So in the constructors part, we are leading. Yes, we are actually leading the midfield, essentially. And then in drivers' championships, we are currently in second. We're tied second with Rubens, Coulthard, and Heinz. And Damon Hill has just got up into points, so he's out here in, I think, 4th. I don't even know how that works out. But anyway, guys, although we did really well this race, I'm keen to continue on the series. So please like and subscribe to help us greatly. Goodbye, and I'll see you soon. Take care.